What's up, everybody?
What's happening, family?
And welcome back to another episode of Is This Gonna Cause an Argument? My name is Angel Lakita Moore, legally known as Angel Tanksley, but most famously known as That Chick Angel. That Chick Angel. Fa la 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 la. And if you're joining us for the first time, there's also this very attractive man that is sitting across from me, and I am lucky enough to call him my baby daddy, my husband, my boyfriend. He's also my co-host. Tell him who you are, boo.
I'm the other host of This Is Gonna Cause an Argument, Marcus Tanksley, a.k.a. Tank. Some call me King Heifer. If it's your first time tuning in, hey, we greatly appreciate it. This is a weekly podcast where we talk about any and everything we goddamn feel like. It ain't what you thought it was. You know, it was on relationship stuff, and then we're going to talk about whatever we want to because it's ours, and we can do what we want.
Can we?
And we also joined by our great immediate family, these wonderful people. They are on Patreon, all right? They watching this live. They're watching us record this live. They talk to us before and after the podcast is shot. During, sitting here watching their comments come through. They throwing up angels and cars and what's that yellow heart for?
Just hi.
They calling me yellow?
No.
Anyway, that's the immediate family. They're on Patreon. All you got to do is go to patreon.com/thatchickangel, and you can join for the low of $5 a month. All right?
Yeah, you can. We also are joined by some amazing sponsors. We love it when our episodes are sponsored by amazing companies. One, because they contribute to the success of this podcast. But two, we love being able to bring our listeners great services. So today's episode is sponsored by Next Evo and ZocDoc. We ask that since this podcast is free for you to listen to or watch on YouTube, that you consider checking out the companies that sponsor us, especially if they offer a service that you've been looking into. Give them a try. Use our promo code so that they know that we are the ones that sent you there. And that is a way you can support our podcast without even having to do nothing extra. Just do what you were going to do anyway. So we'll tell you more about them later on in the podcast. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Are you?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about this being the last podcast of the year, babe?
At this point, I kind of feel like we need a break.
Need a break?
Yeah, it's been I don't know, wrapping up toward the end of the year, we got pretty busy. Yeah, we just got busy. It's been a great year for the podcast, I think. We've had some, we had a pick me up with Bree.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a huge help.
Yeah, we hired her.
We need to reset.
We don't actually get one. We'll be back next week.
Yeah, I'm going to say we're coming right back.
But we are excited to close out the year strong. We did it again. We did, if there's what, 52 weeks in a year?
Yeah.
51 weeks.
Yeah.
Of podcasting in 2022. Not 1 week did we miss.
And we didn't even cheat and do a best of.
I know it.
We could have.
We could have. But actually, best of is more work. And let me tell you,
yeah,
I wasn't about to do the work. So I was like, I'd rather do a live episode instead of doing that.
They called it.
What they call it?
Somebody said Angel must be tall because she's not short next to Tank.
No.
Angel is 7'11".
What it is that I am not tall, but I do have a very tall torso. I have short legs.
It's like saying, I'm actually short. I just got long legs that make me 6'3".
No. Because they saw a picture of us standing together. You go back, somebody, you remember I posted on Instagram pictures of me and you. And one of the pictures is of me graduating from my master's program. And I was in flats.
But we were on grass.
The grass.
And you were standing.
We were on a flat yard.
No, we was on.
Your parents'
over there
flat
on the side, right there next to the neighbor's house, and it divots down right there because we had to take the fence post out. You were standing in the little divot.
We were
so you lost probably about 6 inches. I was 6 inches up, and it only brought you to about here.
In the front yard, and as you can see,
ain't no grass.
A foot shorter.
Ain't no land in Kentucky that flat. All right, unless you on concrete. Everybody's grass got divots. Matter of fact, I was standing on. You were standing on crabgrass, and that crabgrass be elevating people because it don't compress.
Marcus is 6'5". I am 5'5". I am a whole foot shorter than my husband.
Angel is 5 feet shorter than 15 feet.
He loves to think. He loves to try to call me tall.
Because you always trying to say you short. You not.
Okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. So, anywho, anyway, anyhow, the first segment up is In My Feelings.
Let me tell you what's got me in my feelings.
I got something making me feel good. If this is your first time listening, In My Feelings is a segment where me and Marcus discuss things this week that have transpired this week that's got us feeling good, and things that have transpired this week that has pissed us off. Marcus, since it's the end of the year, I think we should just focus on what's got us feeling really good. Yeah.
The holiday party was a good time.
Then talk about it. You know,
we had a great time at the holiday party. You know what? I was paranoid, and I've been trying to be very careful because this is the first year we've been able to have a real Christmas. 2020, I had COVID. 2021, Angel had COVID. And it just slowed everything down. Nothing was doing great. This year, I've been very cautious. I've been being careful physically, mentally. I am we had this holiday party coming up. I was like, I'm looking way too forward to this. What's about to come around that corner? But didn't nothing go down. And it was great. It was a great time. That was the thing when we ran out of cider, I said, oh, here it is. We ain't got no more cider. That's the glitch. But it wasn't even a thing. I ended up finding more, left the party. Even had some company to go to the store with me. But I was excited about that party. As I told y'all last week, I love the holidays. I love everything about them, especially that holiday party because Angel, she put in a lot of work planning it and everything, and it was a good time. Everybody seemed to have a good time. It was fire. I actually text somebody yesterday. I was like, man, hey, glad y'all was able to make it. I had fun with y'all. They was like, run it again this weekend. I said, don't tempt me. Because I'll be hitting y'all up. Hey, y'all come on through.
Yeah, that's definitely, well, my family is here. So that's something that's got me feeling good. A portion of my family. Obviously, the last time I was with my entire family was for a funeral. So getting to see some of my family members again, my sister Daisy and her entire family, Portia, Josiah, and Josh. And, of course, Victory is one of her children, but she lives here. Having them in town, my mother-in-law, she's in town, so that's always gets me in the Christmas spirit. But that holiday party, there are certain things I feel like we grow up seeing as like the ideal either family, ideal job, just ideal vacations, things to do. And we know some of those things are very hard to attain, and we were kind of sold a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to just even like becoming a homeowner for some people is a lot harder than what they made it seem. Yeah. So throwing a big holiday party, right? That feels like something you see in the movies, but it's like
everybody gonna do that. Yeah.
It's harder to execute. It's harder to be like, okay, so I'm gonna have cookie making and all this stuff. So to actually pull it off, and for me, like, because I make like for real plans, when things don't go right, it can piss me off. So I have to schedule in how many things cannot go the way that I want them to go and still be happy with the outcome. Yeah. And I stayed within that margin. Yeah,
that's me. Usually, you know, I plan things not with the expectation of something going wrong, but if it does, I'm not going to let it ruin my time. That's why I was so pissed off on Thanksgiving when that damn turkey
fryer.
Because that's all I wanted. I wanted cider and I wanted to fry my turkey. You know, I went out there and turned that damn thing on, and it wasn't working.
It was like, psst.
Oh, the fit I threw in that damn garage.
Yeah, you did.
I was out there kicking all kinds of stuff.
There were a couple of games I didn't get to play. The men leaving to get the cider was a huge snafu in the plan, so I had to let that go quickly because
I planned on going by myself.
Regardless, though, because
they said, "Hey, let's go with Tank."
Every single last one of them. Well, not every single last one, but like 4 of them hopped in the car. In the one game I didn't get to play, required guys. So I was just like, okay,
you still had 2 there.
Let it. I needed more. Don't try to tell me why things didn't turn out. I needed more.
Nora was there.
Don't you talk about my friend?
All right.
He's a jackass. But the carolers, I told y'all I was going to have some white people sing it to me in my front yard to my little brown babies.
Wish I could have enjoyed it. I couldn't enjoy the carolers. I didn't get to see them.
I thoroughly enjoyed the carolers. They gave me exactly what I needed. They allowed me to express myself the way I wanted to.
Because you paid them.
Absolutely.
That's not allowing you. That's like, well,
people, there are creatives that could be like, this situation needs to look this way or this way. I loved it. And they loved our response to them. They kept saying, oh my gosh, if I could, I would have done this for free. Or I want to come back. One of the carolers.
They called y'all monkeys all the way home.
No, you did, but they didn't. I can tell you that right now. They actually felt good. Just because you didn't like it, don't mean they didn't.
Oh my God.
Anyway, as I was saying, I thoroughly enjoyed them. And I had told the woman when I booked them, I said, we will be the best audience they've ever had. And sure enough, I texted the lead singer, and she was just like, oh my goodness, that was the best time. So that's got me feeling great. I had exactly what I wanted, and I enjoyed it the way I
You better sing. I'm like, shut up.
But we didn't.
They were the worst hecklers. It was like, let us perform. This ain't your performance.
It was great.
Let these people perform. Y'all not on stage right now.
And we were as well. So our first sponsor for today is Next Evo. Okay, the holidays are stressful. Okay, between husbands getting mad about folks heckling carolers in the front yard.
Cussing on their channel.
And also having to deal with throwing holiday parties and doing majority of the planning and executing. It's still not Christmas shopping. Sometimes you need some sort of stress relief. So the holidays aren't sleigh bells and mistletoes. They're also airports, shopping malls, and dining tables crowded with people. And some you'll be glad to only see once a year. Give yourself the ultimate gift of a stress-free holiday with Next Evo Naturals fast-absorbing CBD products. Next Evo Stress CBD complex gummies are clinically proven to have 4 times better absorption than standard CBD. No other CBD brand can promise that. Y'all know we love Next Evo. These are the gummies that we have been using at night that have been knocking Marcus out. The flavor is amazing. Marcus,
they're wonderful.
We have tried other like things to help with his sleep or with stress relieving. And I can tell you right now, this has been one of the most successful products that we have ever came across. Next Evo Smart Sorb technology delivers CBD to your system in as little as 10 minutes. Unlike other CBD brands, regular CBD oil works more slowly because of how our bodies process oil-based ingredients compared to water-soluble supplements. And regular CBD only achieves 2 to 10% absorption, so over 90% of what you think you're getting is going to waste. Smart Zord upgrades CBD's natural absorption power. It's scientifically formulated to deliver more CBD fast, the only brand clinically proven to deliver 30 times better absorption in the first 30 minutes. Help fight holiday stress with Next Evo Natural Stress CBD complex gummies featuring ashwagandha, clinically proven to reduce stress by 70%. So the way it works is that ashwagandha and CBD work together to target rising stress hormones like cortisol. And Next Evo is the only brand that combines a patented natural whole plant ashwagandha that's 8 times more powerful than regular ashwagandha, and they're 100% U.S. hemp-derived Smart Zorb CBD with 4 times better absorption than standard CBD. Get smarter CBD from Next Evo Naturals and get up to 25% off your subscription orders of $40 or more at nextevo.com/podcast. Promo code ARGUE. That's NEXTEVO.com/podcast. Promo code ARGUE. All right, we're going to go to the next segment. So our next segment is Taking Sides. Taking Sides, if you don't know, is a segment in our podcast where we talk about something that's happening in pop culture that's a trending topic, and then we take sides. We figure out where we land on this issue. The Rock Dwayne The Rock Johnson, excuse me, who recently was
Johnson Dwayne.
who recently this year premiered his movie Black Adam with DC Comics. Recently announced that character will not be coming back.
DC Comics announced it, or The Rock did?
Well, I don't follow DC Comics, but The Rock
announced
The Rock did like a Instagram post about it. I read the whole thing.
What was his take on it?
He was just like, it's all good, thankful to the fans, but Black Adam isn't coming back. Now, as y'all possibly know, these superhero movies have multi-$100 million budgets. These are like $200 million, $300 million, $400 million films. Black Adam is not short of having spent a lot of money. And apparently, now we might not be accurate, the movie didn't do as well as what they would have hoped. They have one of the biggest stars in the world. I don't really know if there is a star more popular than The Rock. I think he is probably the most popular.
He's the only reason somebody would come close is because of a character that they already play.
Yeah, I do believe
like Robert Downey Jr. That's Iron Man. Like The Rock is The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the most popular celebrity in the world internationally. And so when you partner, even as DC Comics, you are partnering with The Rock. Yeah. DC Comics can hire me. It's not a partnership. Right. I got a job is what it says.
DC signed a contract too.
Right, exactly. There's a partnership between the two of them. I guess the partnership wasn't as lucrative as it could be. Do you think, Marcus, that's because The Rock wasn't able to deliver the goods, or do you think it was the execution of the movie? We watched it recently.
Yeah, I think it was The Rock's mistake by partnering with DC. Oh, no. DC does not make good movies relative to their direct competitor, who is Marvel. Their DC movies suck. Then I brought this up before we even started. Suicide Squad had the potential to be one of the dopest movies that we've ever seen, like trumping Avengers. They had that. They had good characters, but the movie sucked. Everybody clowns. Even Ryan Reynolds clowns the character of the Green Lantern. Ruined that. Green Lantern, Jon Stewart was one of my favorite coming up because he was a black hero. But a lot of people don't even realize that Jon Stewart was like the first popular Green Lantern.
You said Jon Stewart. Trust and know I
you
came
went to
out
the white
of
dude.
I went straight out of DC and was like, why are we talking about news?
Now they make horrible movies. I remember there was an article a while ago. This is right after I think Guardians of the Galaxy came out, and somebody said, I think it may have been at Comic-Con, I don't know. Somebody said something to a DC person sitting on a panel. Why don't you do a movie about? It was either Superwoman. Oh, I think it was Superwoman, and they said it's not a strong enough backstory to Superwoman, and they were like, Marvel just did a movie about a raccoon and a talking tree. And it's doing well. Like DC don't make good movies. The best movies DC ever had come out was the Batman, I would say trilogy, but that third one to me was ass. It was way too much dialogue. I'm talking about the one with The Dark Knight Rises with the what's his name? All of those three.
You know, I can't see none of them.
Yeah, they too dark.
They too dark. I don't know. They make
all
me feel like
movies
I'm getting
are final season Game of Thrones Battlefield.
I want them to turn up the ISO on the camera. It makes me so mad. I don't know what's going on.
DC Comics Red is oxblood.
Yes. Everything is so dark.
And then they did the complete reverse. They tried to brighten it up with Black Adam, and that Flash, I think, was it Flash?
It was still dark.
It's still dark. And it's so DC just does not, it has nothing to do with The Rock. If The Rock were the team, the fact that The Rock is still in like Fast and Furious 39 and then movies are doing well, it has nothing to do with The Rock and that movie tanking. It's all DC. Like, they make bad movies. They are corny at the end of the day.
I also don't really think Black Adam was the right vehicle for The Rock. Even with it being, like, if DC all of a sudden was like, we make good movies, I don't think that was the superhero for him to play. It was one about, they based it on a, like, Middle Eastern or Egyptian character. The Rock is Polynesian and black. I really feel like that would have been a better vehicle for someone who didn't have possibly not as big of a name that came from that. Of course, The Rock looked like he from somewhere. He's one of those people, like, where you from? You from somewhere, ain't you? But being that he's so proud of his heritage, like, Moana was perfect, even though that was a cartoon, because it's like, oh, that's directly from your culture. I feel like they could have picked if they were going to go with the storyline, because I don't know the comic book well enough, that Black Adam came from Egyptian culture, then he wasn't the person that they should have picked to play.
I got excited years ago when I heard about him doing, because you remember at the end of Guardian Galaxies 2, there was this gold sarcophagus, whatever it was, that came out, and they were like, this is Adam. They didn't show the character, they just showed the encasing he was in, the catacomb. I don't know what you call those things.
It's fine, keep going.
Yeah. And so when he started advertising, I was like, he's about to be in Guardians of the Galaxy. Nope. That's Black Adam, not Adam.
Right.
You should have went with Adam.
That's what I thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to be in that
character, yeah.
So I think it was just I think it was a combination of two. I think it was the wrong vehicle. I mean, I could see how an anti-hero seems like it's the best bet for him, because he can have a biting sense of humor, like especially the way him and Kevin Hart joke with each other all the time. But I just don't think that was where.
Yeah, and DC should never do anti-hero movies ever again.
Well, they do Batman. That's what he is.
He's not, though.
He is an anti-hero.
But anti-heroes in the comic book world usually kill. Batman, that's one of the reasons why I hate DC. Batman will let the Joker kill 15 million people. He needs to be locked up. The Joker needs help. No, he needs a bullet in the head. Well, you lock him up, he escapes, and then kill. Batman's the problem. He's the true villain.
Sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus, yeah. I say I called it a catacomb, everything. Hold on, the sarcophagus will go in the catacomb, right? Is that how that works?
That sounds good to me.
All right. Anyway,
that's where they film all of the DC movies. Is in a catacomb, in a sarcophagus
with no lights.
With no lights on.
Candlelight.
Just iPhone lights dim.
Yeah.
I cannot see.
We want dim and seen blow those two candles out back.
I be like, it makes me feel so old. It pisses me off so much, because I'm like, I can't see what's going on.
The fact that Batman's cape is not red anymore is like burgundy.
Batman's cape was red?
Yeah. Not Batman, Superman. Superman.
I was like, when?
It's the same character.
When was that? So you feel like it's all DC's fault?
DC makes horrible movies.
Yeah, I just feel like it wasn't the right character vehicle for The Rock. He's also a living superhero.
I don't care what you did for DC. It would have been awful.
I don't know. I liked
what you like?
Aquaman. I liked Wonder Woman.
I couldn't even bring myself to watch them.
Aquaman, I could halfway see. It was still beige. It was still like hard, but I liked Aquaman and Wonder Woman.
I gotta see Wonder Woman. I couldn't bring myself. When I seen her do that little corny thing, I was like, I don't want to see it. Crossing her arms.
I at least like that they picked a tall girl, even though she's still kind of slender. I'm glad that she has some mass to her.
Did any other woke people talk about how Wonder Woman was basically the movie The Woman King? I don't know if it's about this actual all-woman military army that's in somewhere in Africa, or it was like back in the day. There was actual army.
But what are you asking?
Is The Woman King based on that?
Yeah, The Woman King is based on it.
Okay, so the original history of that's where they pulled Wonder Woman from.
I can believe
the Amazonian. I was wondering if somebody made a big deal out of that. Like, where they go stealing from black. They ain't white. They ain't Amazonians. Them supposed to be black women.
Wait a minute. Passionate for God said Wonder Woman 1984. She put the trash emoji. She just like throw it away.
Is that the first one or the second one?
I don't remember the specifics.
They
said
there
Aquaman
two?
Was boring. Yeah, there are two, I think.
Okay.
But yeah.
Anytime I see a DC movie advertised, I'm like, it's going to be trash until proven otherwise.
You heavy handed. I'll always try it if it's a
no. I'll still watch
movie.
It.
The last what? That's the one he said was terrible.
No, I didn't. No, I actually like that one.
You said the third one?
No, I'm talking about in that trilogy.
Oh, they keep making. I don't want.
That's why I said in that trilogy.
You talking
of the
about
Dark
the one
Knight
with
Rises.
Heath Ledger as the Joker?
Yeah.
I don't want none of them.
No, the last Batman actually that was pretty good. That was
his mouth seemed wet.
The reason I like that one,
I don't like it,
is it was a different take on Batman altogether, and it wasn't like a DC movie.
I also didn't like old dude's voice either as Batman. I didn't like it.
Oh, you talking about Kristen Bell playing Batman? Where is she? Where is she?
Yeah. And it was the woman that, I'm not gonna say what you feel about her, but the woman.
If they call us, they
don't you talk about her. But the ingenue of the film, it just didn't sit well.
Isn't she beautiful? You are more beautiful. Joker.
Moving on to our next sponsor.
He knows you're not gonna do nothing to him.
All right.
Don't that sound like it? Neither closed captions. Oh, where is she?
So, when you're trying out a new restaurant for brunch, a lot of times, I know we look at the reviews. We look
brunch.
Even when we were finding the taco vendor for the holiday party, I first looked at the reviews. I wanted to drive by the place, see if it was nice. I wanted to test out the food before we spent all that money on the taco cart. Well, why is that not the same when you're booking a doctor's appointment? With ZocDoc, you can see real, verified patient reviews to help you find the right doctor in your network and in your neighborhood. After all, finding the right doctor is just as important, if not more, than finding the right taco vendor, okay? So, with us, listen, I just got in the mail yesterday. My OBGYN is moving to Arizona to be closer to his family.
Just found one.
I
didn't know you found another one.
I have found, I knew I was going to leave him. I wasn't happy with it. And the reason why I wasn't happy with him is because I did not go on ZocDoc to find him. This is before I knew about this company, okay? This is before they had ever advertised with us. I tried them, and the office I was not pleased. Well, I'm glad that I'm about to get to use ZocDoc to find my hopefully permanent OBGYN.
Yes.
And some of the reasons why I love ZocDoc is, one, it's free. The app is free, and it shows you doctors that are patient reviewed, take your insurance, and available when you need them. Because a lot of these OBGYNs, they'll be like, yeah, we take your insurance. Our next appointment is in 3 months. And meanwhile, you feeling like your whole transmission is about to fall out. You're like, I need somebody to see me now, not in 3 months. Also, on ZocDoc, you can find every specialist under the sun, whether you're trying to straighten your teeth, fix an achy back, or get a mole checked out, or anything else. ZocDoc has you covered. ZocDoc is a mobile app as easy as ordering a ride to a restaurant or getting delivery to your house. Search, find, and book doctors within a few taps. Find and review local doctors, read verified patient reviews from real people who made real appointments. Now, when you walk into the doctor's office, you're all set to see someone in your network who gets you. Go to ZocDoc.com, find the doctor that's right for you, and book an appointment in person or remotely that works for your schedule. Every month, millions of people use ZocDoc, and I am one of them. It's going to be and is my go-to whenever I need to find and book a quality doctor. Go to ZocDoc.com/argue. And download the ZocDoc app for free. Then start your search for a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/argue. ZocDoc.com/argue. All right, we're moving to the main topic of the day. In this one, I'm excited to do because, like I said, this is our last podcast of the year. And like most people, we start to wrap up our year and really start to think about, okay, how do we want this next year to go? what things do we not want to take into next year, and what things do we want to implement new. So, Marcus, what are 3 attitudes, opportunities, or experiences that you want to get into? And on the reverse, what are 3 things that you currently do that you just like, I got to cancel it. I can't do it no more. You want me to start?
Yes.
The first one, me and Marcus just recently talked about. We just recently went to the Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle comedy show here in LA at the Forum. We had a great time. It was a great date night. Marcus and I have never gone to a comedy show of this caliber, ever. Actually, Marcus, we've only been to, I want to say, 1 concert in general together.
Comedy concert.
No, and I'm saying concert.
Oh, yeah.
We've only been to 1 concert together, which was the On the Run 2 tour. Yeah. And this was our first big comedy concert. So one of the new things we're going to do is actively look for shows for us to attend that we would both enjoy, because obviously I'm going to see Beyonce wherever she's performing. That's not something that he necessarily cares to participate in, but there are artists that we both might potentially enjoy going to see, as well as stand-up comedians. We, again, have never been to a big show like this. However, we love to watch people's Netflix and HBO special. That's one of our favorite pastime. When Kevin Hart was releasing his specials in the movie theaters, we would go see them there. So one of the big things that we are trying to do is actively, instead of just waiting for all of a sudden us being like, oh, it came across my Instagram algorithm, is actually looking up to see if people we enjoy are going to be somewhere near us. It's a benefit of living in LA that we really don't take advantage of.
Yeah, because everybody be coming here to do any and everything.
Everybody wants to come here to perform.
Yeah, a lot of times it's filmed here, unless they go to their home.
Sometimes.
Town or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, mine is on the same note. Mine is not missing opportunities or saying next time anymore. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm done with that.
Is there something specific this year that you?
Yeah, not this. Well, one is it was years ago when Prince was performing. I think I just started a new job or something, and everybody was going, and I was like, I'll catch him next time.
I couldn't get nobody to go with me. I was so sad.
Yeah, I was like, perform again, and
it was $20.
Performing for Jesus now.
It was $20 a ticket.
And I'm a big Prince fan, so that's like opportunities like that. Even like when seeing people, like we've had people that was in town or whatever, and we was like, oh yeah, we busy, we doing this, we doing that. We'll catch them next time, and some people ain't gonna be no next time. You know what I'm saying?
Case in point, Roz
and Ray.
They were in town twice. And they hit us up.
It was one time we missed them by like 10 minutes. Like, are y'all still here? Oh, we just left.
Like, I saw them at the mall, and they was like, hit us up. Let's get together. They were obviously in a part of town that was nowhere near us. But I was like, I'm tired. I mean, because I do be tired. And unfortunately, as you all probably know, Roz passed away almost a month ago. Mm-hmm. So that opportunity, Marcus did get to hang with Ray, but that opportunity to hang with both of them is now gone. Yeah,
so stuff like that is. I said I'm no longer doing and I told Ray that I was like, I'm no longer doing the next time stuff. If things come up, I'm gonna do whatever I got to do to make it happen. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One of the things that I'm canceling that I'm not doing anymore, and I know Marcus will be happy, but I can't take it. I'm going to bed. That's what I'm doing. I'm not falling asleep on that couch. I'm getting in the bed.
All right.
I'm getting to bed 9:45, 10 o'clock. Yeah, go ahead and slow clap it.
Come on. It's okay. Come on. Yes.
The reason being is that I stay up hoping that my husband is going to eventually come to the bed at a reasonable time on the couch. You should, though. You should come to bed. You going to bed late is terrible.
All right. I ain't got nothing to get up for right now. When the things start rolling again, I will be in bed at a decent time. I'm on vacation halfway.
No. But you know that was still a struggle when we weren't on vacation.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway.
Your late is not my late. Go ahead.
Your early is no one's early.
You are going to start going to bed late. All right. Early. All right.
Let me say what I was saying anyways.
But you talked halfway through.
Shut up. So I'm going to go to bed earlier so that I can get up earlier. I hate the feeling of starting my day late. I hate the feeling of starting my day off groggy and not wanting to get up. So I'm no longer, and then I'm 42. Listen, I can't no more. And then anytime I fall asleep on the couch and then I have to wake up to get into bed, I got to get a snack. I can't even try to.
Yeah, Angel can't just get up and go to bed. She has to walk to the
I got to get something salty. I'll be like, just give me a second. I'm going to eat these chips and salsa real quick and go to bed. So I'm canceling falling asleep on the couch. I'm going to go to bed awake and fall asleep in bed.
This is good news. This is great.
I'm excited.
I am too.
Hopefully you'll come to bed earlier with me.
Mm-hmm. I'll come to bed earlier.
Why can't you? Because usually you're just watching TV, right, and relaxing.
Yeah, but I want to decompress. I don't want to lay in the bed and decompress. I need to set up or whatever. That's just how I do things.
Can you question?
Mm-hmm.
You know the little gray chairs? Can you sit in those?
It's too far away.
What you mean? What?
TVs downstairs are bigger.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me do me.
I said, okay, go ahead.
I said I was going to do this earlier this year, and I'm going to re-implement it this year or this coming year, and I'm going to like hold true to it. Is I'm done with like dealing with awkward relationships and awkward situations. Mm-hmm. And not that I'm putting anything on you, but I was just like, well, maybe it's shit. No, I'm done doing it. Like I'm 40. Other people are grown. I'm grown. I'm not doing it no more.
Are you going to call it out before you cut it off?
Oh yeah, I always do.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's just, and it's not like avoiding people or like calling people out. It's just like, what is this? Why is this a thing? Can this get fixed? No? Okay, let's not make this to where this is even going to be a situation no more. It's just annoying. And I thought I was being too rash by approaching things that way. And then I realized, no, I'm not being too rash. I'm being me. This is part of me and who I am. Just like the things that come up with other people in other situations, that's who they are. We'll deal with it over there, and I'm going to do me over here.
Okay. Something that I am picking back up is water. I don't know where my water been. I've just been over here just dehydrated. I'm going back to my big bottles of water. I was doing so good in 2021. I had my big bottle. I don't know where they are. I'm going to throw out all my old ones. I'm going to get new ones. And this water's going back in me and working out because I do miss it. And that fell off again at the end of the year when I was filming. I didn't pick it back up because I've been doing Mama Likes orders inside the garage, and that was taking up so much space. And I know that seems like a small, simple habit, but it's a small, simple habit that greatly affects everything else. I know it sounds silly, but I got to do it.
I was, when I was in the office working my 9 to 5, it was easier for me to drink like a gallon and a half of water a day because I had my big jug and I could just chug on it right there at my desk. I tried that now that I'm not sitting at the desk at my 9 to 5, and I would forget that bottle is even over there. And next thing, at the end of the day, I done took 2 swigs of water. So that's why, unfortunately, I've been drinking a whole bunch of bottles. Something that, what are we just going back and forth?
Yeah. It's your turn.
On do's or don't do's?
Yeah.
Actually, the workout thing, too, I don't know if it's age. I used to crave working out like I had to. It was almost like an addiction. And I think it's age. Now I don't have a desire. Like I usually, even if I didn't have a desire back in the day, I could go, as long as I worked out that one day would motivate me for the rest of the week. Now getting in there for that one day, and I'm just like, all right, that feel good. Let me get in there tomorrow. And it's like I got to re-motivate myself. So I'm going to end up getting a trainer. Yeah, I think it was easier when I used to go to the gym and I would have people I worked out with. That's motivation. Mm-hmm. But I don't have it now. Now I work out in the garage. I don't want to go back in the facility to work out just because it's too much going on. I'm still a germaphobe. I don't want to be in other people's conversations. Like I used to wear my hood. I said I wanted a hood. When it's up, I wanted the back of the hood to say "Do not disturb" because I would put my headphones in, hood on, and I would disappear. Like I felt invisible, and I would love that. But just dealing with people and all that, I think I'd rather I spent that money on the stuff at the house. I'm gonna give me some more dumbbells. I need some 85s too. Some more dumbbells and stuff, and we got to clear all this mama like stuff out the way. Y'all need to buy these goddamn purses so I can have my garage back. I need to pull the Mustang back forward again, or get the elevator. And yeah, because I need my space. I need to work out, but I think I'm gonna end up getting a trainer because I can't. I ain't got it in me. I want to have it in me again, but it just ain't. I can't do it on my own no more.
Okay.
Maybe once I get a trainer and we get going, get a routine, and I'm like, all right, I've used them for that season. I can get back into it. But right now, nah.
Excuse me. I think another thing that I am going to get into is visiting my friends more that live out of state and my family more out of state. There's a lot of people that we weren't able to visit early on in our marriage because we didn't have no money. And then I definitely couldn't do it because there was nobody to be able to help take care of the kids because Marcus had to work out of the house. So there are friends that I don't ever really get to see. Like my Sands, I don't get to see them unless they meet me wherever I am at. So I would like to be able to either take a girls trip or go be able to, like, when they have important events. I've missed a lot of, like, I've missed law school graduations. I've missed a lot of things. So I'm hoping to be able to connect with the people who I have had 20-year relationships with, because I really don't be seeing them.
One thing I think is would definitely benefit my content. I said I wanted to start making content from doing things that I enjoy. Like it'd be whether with the family, cars, especially with the car things. But I know a family thing would bring brand deals. But the problem is finding the time. It's like I said I was paying Thursdays for that to be the, hey, Thursdays around, I'm gonna go film some car content. And every Thursday that come up, it's like something else comes up. But that's definitely something I want to do. That, and I keep telling myself going back into like my hobbies, but that ain't gonna happen. We too busy.
Oh, I will make time for a hobby. That's why I want to take some dance classes. Period. Tap something. Why you roll your eyes?
You can dance. No, yeah, you should take dance classes.
Yeah, I enjoy them, and they help me lose. It helps me lose weight in a way where I'm not focused on losing weight. I'm actually just focused on having fun. That's the only thing I hate about working out is that I know why I'm there.
Yeah, that's why, like playing basketball, that was one of the things before people started taking it too serious. It was good cardio, and you don't even realize you're doing cardio.
Yeah, that's tennis. I want to take tennis.
You've been saying this for 10 years. When we going to get this tennis going? You've been saying that since we've been together.
We going to do tennis?
I do tennis.
Okay, we're doing tennis in 2023. All right, you guys.
What's his name? Get my Pete Sampras shorts.
You going to have on the Zaddy shorts, little shorts?
I might. I don't know. I got to get my squat game back on par. As soon as I get back to squatting 425, I have my shorts on.
Okay. We'll get to 425 on you.
All right.
All right, you guys.
Go to the tailor. Could you hem these up a little bit?
Yeah,
make them shorter?
I want the whole yellow leg out in the low squat. Ready. Serve it up. You guys, thank you so much for rocking with us this
Have these hairy
year.
thighs out.
What'd you say?
Have these hairy thighs out. I can comb the hair on my thighs.
His hair, he's hairy. Bless his heart. Love him. He's a hairy man. Thank you guys for rocking with us this entire year, for just being with us through our arguments. And as Marcus says, and when our agreements break out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That was one of the funniest things you've ever said.
You still laughing at that?
Yeah, because it was stupid. Thank you so much for being with us. For those of y'all who've been here from the beginning, we greatly appreciate it. We are not done with Is This Going to Cause an Argument? It will be here in 2023. You can obviously find me at That Chick Angel across all platforms. And like my husband said, if you haven't yet, please buy your Mama Likes box. We're trying to clear them out before the end of the year. So if you're still looking for some Christmas or Kwanzaa gifts, I got them for you, boo. Babe, you got anything?
Hey, y'all can find me on Instagram, Marcus on the gram, Facebook, Marcus ain't on the book, TikTok at Tank Don't Talk. Y'all can find my building body butter called Man Shit. You can go to manshYT.com and check that out.
All right, until next time, beautiful people. God bless you, God keep you, and we'll see you next year.
Y'all have a good one, fam.
Bye.